I'm George Taylor from ImagiNERDing, and on this episode we're going to take a look at Walt Disney World, the first decade, and why this is an essential book that you have to own. At ImagiNERDing, I spend time making videos and discussing theme parks, theme park and amusement park history, and theme park books with an emphasis on Disney World books, all to help make your trips to your local theme park or Walt Disney World or Universal that much better. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you'll be updated whenever I release a new video. On this episode, we're going to continue our look at the essential Walt Disney World books. And this is a list of books that I've put together amongst the 12 to 1400 books that I own that I think you need to have if you are a serious fan, scholar, or historian about Walt Disney World.
Walt Disney World, the first decade, was released in 1982 and is 128 pages. So if you really want to see what the Walt Disney World Resort was like during the pre-Epcot days, then this is a book that you will want to own. It's a cross between an annual guide, a PR piece, and corporate history. This is a fascinating look at the first 10 years. Well, it does cover the construction closer to the first 15 years then of the Walt Disney World project. As per most titles on the subject, there is a general coverage of the company, Disneyland history, and the early progress on Walt Disney World. After the introduction, the book takes off on a leisurely but extensive look at everything during the first 10 years. The book focuses heavily on the Magic Kingdom and looks at each land in detail with descriptions and lots of pictures. In-ride photos, photo ops with celebrities from the 1970s, and views of the park make up a majority of the pictures. Trust me, you will open this book many times just to take a virtual trip back to a Magic Kingdom that is no more. The contemporary and Polynesian resorts each get about 5 pages apiece in their coverage. Lots of views of the lobbies and guest recreation areas. It's one of the few places to get basic information about the golf resort, the Lake Buena Vista Resort community, the Village Marketplace, and it's also one of the few places you can visit River Country one last time. Fort Wilderness and the Tri-Circle D Ranch are covered in wonderful detail. The photographs and details available in this book about the Walt Disney World Resort are simply astounding. What is really going to excite the Walt Disney World fan/historian is the behind-the-scenes information that Disney was so keen to publish before Epcot, especially when they were trying to show off the new technologies that were promised as a result of the Reedy Creek Improvement District. The state-of-the-art reservation center, the central energy plant, the water reclamation center, and the environmental planning, canals, ecology, and conservation are all given coverage. And the very last section is a very short look at Epcot and what's coming. This is a wonderful read and a must for every Disney fan, historian, anyone who loves Walt Disney World. If you were able to visit Walt Disney World before 1985, many of the descriptions and pictures will be a walk down memory lane. If you weren't lucky enough or born yet to visit Walt Disney World in the 1970s, then this book will provide many of the details of lost attractions, shops, and aspects of Walt Disney World that are long gone or have changed. It's a look back at a simpler, more relaxed Walt Disney World. From the standpoint of historical documentation, even though it is corporate, this book is a must for any serious scholar of Walt Disney World. Thanks so much for watching this video about Walt Disney World, the first decade, one of my essential books about Walt Disney World. Do you own this book? What's your must-have Disney book? Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. I'm George Taylor from ImagiNERDing, and I hope to see you in the parks.